What's up, everybody? It's two of us here today. It is me, Peter Wesley. He's elderly and he's pissed. And welcome to another new episode of Rope Break. How's everybody doing out there today?
Hope they're alive and well, brother.
How are you?
I'm not dead yet, so I'm here.
Well, there's a few hot topics in the wrestling world that we want to go ahead and talk about today. One of them is a viral going around from AEW. Um, Lio Rush looks ridiculous, man. He looks crazy. Some people like it, some people hate it. We've talked about it. I'm gonna go out there right now. I'm gonna tell you, he looks goofy. I don't like it. I don't like him hopping around. I don't like the voices he's making. I don't like the bald head. I don't like none of it. I don't. But I other people might feel a different way.
All I gotta say is yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. Them running around saying yeah, yeah, no, no, like it, and the looking like a gremlin. His gallop into a suicide dive is crazy. I know a lot of people feel it's demeaning, and it's not demeaning to me. It's not degrading in any way. He's a character, and this is the thing. If somebody in WWE told him to do this, yes, it's degrading automatically because we know some Caucasian man said, "Hey, Lio Rush, jump out here and act like a wild animal." Yeah, that's a problem. But Lio Rush has been doing the Blackheart gimmick that he's been doing on the Indies with him versus Amazing Red is legendary. It's indie legendary, but it's legendary nonetheless. I don't look at this as something where he's. No one told him to do this. Tony Khan didn't say this. Tony Khan didn't run up and be like, "Hey, Lio Rush, you know what to do. I need for you to act like a gremlin or a little hobbit, my precious." No one said that to him. So to me, I love it. It's interesting. It's innovative. He went viral for doing this. When was the last time we watched AEW and something went viral that wasn't hyper violent, like the needle spot or anything like that? The first needle spot. The second one, I don't think got too much coverage from anybody. It was just a match. This last
Oh,
one with
the
Hangman,
the last one with MJF and
Adam
Hangman.
Page, and MJF. Yeah, no one talked about that. But the
Yeah,
first one, it, it was kind of
both was
revolutionary for
equally
wrestling.
disgusting, but yeah. No, the
Oh
second one
yeah,
did
but
not get
oh yeah,
much.
the second one to me was worse than the first one.
I think Booker T complained about it, but that was better.
Yeah, but that was it. But it got national attention the first time. Didn't get too much
I
attention this
mean,
time.
how many times you gonna shock me sticking needles in people's mouth? It's nasty. The first time it's like,
It's,
ew, it's nasty. The second time it's like, I told you last time it was nasty. I'm not going.
stop it. Get some help. One of those that Michael Jordan meme.
Yeah.
It's definitely like that. But to me, nah, it ain't that bad. Second time it is what it is. But look what Lio Rush got. The whole wrestling community was talking about it. Put the rocket on that man. I think this is the time. Uh, he seems to be babyface because he wrestled Champa. But and by the way, let's if they have to take the title off of Kyle Fletcher because he's injured,
Oh
it
man.
I would say have the interim champion needs to be Champa and Lio Rush. Leo Champa versus Lio Rush would be a heck of a thing. I know they're doing a feud with him and Mark Briscoe, but Mark ain't making no headlines. Leo is making headlines. Put the rocket on that young man. He was 21 years old, piece of gold. Now he is a creepy little bastard. CLB, put the belt on him, man. That's what I'm saying.
A friend of mine had I think Leo, this is back when Leo was on WWE. Leo he was on like Instagram live, and a friend of mine got on his live and started like cutting promos on him.
Oh wow.
And Leo was going along with it for a minute. He's like, "What?" And he just cut him off. And then like he did it again the next day. And then my friend came in on the live again, and he's like, "This guy again?" And then he
he was giving Leo the business. Well, I'm pretty sure
yeah.
if he went live with this character, somebody would give
Oh
him the
God.
business.
That's one of those weird when you scrolling through TikTok and it's like the weird person doing what's it called? The NPC stuff. Yeah.
He does. He's a playable character for sure, but he's definitely playing a character. That's the thing. It is weird. It is odd, but to me, and through our own personal wrestling chat, there's a. I don't think anybody likes it but me. But I'm also the only black person that likes Hulk Hogan. So, what it is, what
That's
it
two
is.
different reasons, man. That's two different reasons. You just like refusing to get off the ride. This is just I guess a question of taste, and but I see it from all angles. From most of the black wrestling fans, as the loudest voice is like no, but there is some people that's like I'm interested. I'm not, but I like Lio Rush. So if this does get him shows and get him booked and get him on TV, hey man, go for it. But do I like it? No, I don't like it.
All I gotta say is Black Gremlin forever, my
Oh
precious.
my! See, I don't want him doing that
Yeah.
forever. That's just he's got children. Them
If
kids is
this,
gonna get bullied on there. Ain't this your dad? Like, come on, man, you want that?
I put it like this: if he's eating, if yes, he got kids, but if you can put your kids in private school, which I'm pretty sure he does have private tutors, and this the Usos' daddy pulled his pants down and with a thong on and put it in people's faces. Jimmy and Jay's okay.
Yeah,
Roman's daddy acted like he was a dumb islander and didn't know how to speak English, and if you headbutted him, he was crazy. He's
but I
okay.
think Usos got roasted bad as kids too, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They did.
I've seen them talk about.
They did. They did. They did. And it's okay. It's okay. It's
We
okay.
had a and we can move to the next topic after this, but we had a kid in high school whose dad was a wrestler and he wrestled like locally, like at this church, and the
Jesus.
ongoing joke because some kids had went to go see him. Me and some kids went to see him as well,
You were one of the
and the
kids.
ongoing joke was hey, I heard your dad ain't got a finishing move.
Was he a jobber?
Yeah. I
And then he
think
didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He couldn't finish a match. He was the lights. Looking at the lights was his finish.
like I don't think he was like a Brooklyn brawler dude, but he wasn't, he wasn't he was definitely a first match type guy. He was-
He won when he won a match. He won a match with a roll up. That was it.
Probably so. I
Roll up and run out the
because nobody
ring.
knew what the guy's finisher was. So obviously there's some truth to it.
His son didn't know his finisher.
So when the joke came up, I never heard him go, yeah, nah, he just kind of, laughed it off. Ah, shut up, that type of thing. But he said, no, he does the elbow drop. Like I never heard him come back with that. Like he did.
Yeah. The finish. His finish was getting finished. So there you go. The pin was his finish. Damn. Well, Lio Rush does have a finisher, so we ain't got to worry about that. The man of the hour.
So what else we got on the board for today?
Well, sir, we also have. What do we have on the board? I know we have the Toni Storm
But
on
before
AE.
that, there was something else.
There was something else.
It was a WWE story.
It was a WWE story. Yes, it was. Who was it? Wasn't Cody Rhodes? No, not this
No,
year.
no, no.
That's Shaw. Shaw hates Cody Rhodes, even though he loves Cody Rhodes at the same time. I'm indifferent about Cody Rhodes personally.
Oh, I got the Cody Rhodes shirt on right now.
I know.
No reason. It
Whoa.
was first wrestling shirt I can find. Put it on. Um, what is it? It is a WWE story. What is lately going on in WWE that we definitely wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, we did. We did want to have a conversation. What is going on in WWE?
Oh my
We,
God. What
I
was
mean, we
it?
we know the road to WrestleMania is lackluster, but that's not what we were talking about.
I feel like it's
Um,
close to it.
It always has to do with the road to WrestleMania. Melo, we were going to talk about Carmelo
Oh
Hayes.
my God. I
Yes.
do. Listen.
Yeah.
I got some other friends in a friend chat that and I was scrolling through. I was at Texas Roadhouse and I was scrolling through results of SmackDown. And I sent this to y'all too in our wrestling chat. It was the meme picture of Atlas and Trick and Sammy. And I was like, this picture is hilarious because I'm definitely gonna be using this meme picture. And was joking about it. Then all of a sudden, I seen on Instagram it was like new Mellow shirts. They had a series of shirts,
Yeah.
and then I was like, all right, I might copy one of those. And now look in the comments, and people's like, it's the wrong time to post this. I was like, what you mean it's the wrong time to post this? And I go to Twitter and I see fucking Sami Zayn holding the belt. What is this? I don't like it. I Sammy was crying about getting the Mania, and he's like, "I'll show you." Kind of like the little nerd person when he doesn't get the girl in the memes, and he's like, and then he comes back years later with the suit on, and then she wants him, and he's like, "Beat it." Um, that's like he
Mike
was in that
Jones.
arc. Yeah, exactly. Now I'm hot. They all on me. So so he says that everybody's laughing at him, but then he wins the US belt and then Trick accidentally helped him. What are we doing? Dude, Carmelo Hayes has been putting bangers on week after week on SmackDown. I'm talking about arguably match of the night every week. And then this is how we repay you. Congratulations on getting married. Let me get that belt for me. What? If he's gonna lose the belt, I get it. Let him lose it at Mania. While we lose it, Trick Williams and Sami Zayn could have had a match without a title.
Yeah.
They didn't
Just
need it.
they're both over enough. They're both major superstars within the wrestling world. They didn't need the title. Uh, but I also look at this as a way to give Trick the belt. But maybe
And
it'll
I
be a triple threat match. We don't know yet.
maybe, but I've been seeing online where it was like WWE did not want to rush Trick Williams Carmelo Hayes storyline anytime soon.
Yes, I
And I
agree.
was like, I hear you. I do. I hear you. But does that mean Carmelo Hayes has to suffer and not be at WrestleMania? Like what? That's crazy. And
Can
then I'm hearing
Melo
rumors that Dragunov might be facing Gunther at Mania. So everybody gets to eat, but Melo, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
is Melo gonna be a two-time Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner?
Oh God! See, man, the man been giving bangers. I'm talking when I was in. I mean, week after week, great matches. This is what we gonna do? Come on, man. Come on. It's unacceptable. I don't like it.
M-
I don't like it at all.
So Melo don't miss, and me and Shaw disagreed because I about something, and that was the fact that I felt that Melo was better than Trick in the ring, which he still is. He hasn't proven,
Oh, definitely.
but in Shaw's defense, Trick is gonna go farther than Melo.
Okay, so and I don't know how much of NXT Trey Shaw watches, but I during that Mello and Trick run, I think it's easy to see it now and be like, oh, Trick's gonna be this. But when they came in together,
No,
it was
Trick was nothing.
yeah.
It's all Melo.
Yeah, so it's just like y'all missed a lot of episodes. Y'all missed some steps. There was a time where Trick was just Mello's hype man.
Yes, he was.
Nothing
He
more,
was
nothing less.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, like so I don't like now. It's like, oh, and the problems I had with Trick then, I still have them now.
Me too.
Um
His in ring is hot garbage. Yeah,
and little things just to make it just appear a little bit better. Give this man a better finishing move. I ain't saying take a like he got to lose the knee, but that man that big don't need to be doing that as his finisher. What are we doing?
but okay. So let's say he does lose the knee. His old finisher used to be like a neck breaker type move. Should he inherit the bookend Uranagi from Booker T as his finisher?
That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad at all. No, that wouldn't be bad.
Or should he learn how to do a scissors kick like Booker T and Ron the
He can
Truth Killer?
he can add that too. Even though Ron's 54, can probably still do that better than anybody.
Oh yeah,
Um,
can't nobody outdo
uh,
Ron when
yeah, yeah,
athletics,
yeah.
everything. Ron is a better in ring performer than Booker. And I know that's a hot take,
Mm,
but
mm. I, all right. I hear you because you've been very critical on Booker T's WWE run.
it was
But if you go
garbage.
back, but come on, WCW Booker T, the dude that did the best of seven series with Ben Wild, the guy who was putting on bangers with Bret Hart. I don't know, man. I don't know. And
Bret Hart said
that's
he
no
hurt
shot
him.
at it.
Bret Hart said he
Man,
hurt him.
I don't want to hear it. Bret Hart did nothing but sing Booker T praises. And then like all 2 years ago, oh man, he was rough on me, he was hurting me. What are you talking about, man? I'm not hearing it.
The Steiners said Booker hurt him. They said Booker was rough.
Damn, the Steiner said that.
Yeah, Scott. Rick
But
said
they rough.
Rick said Conan and Booker were rough to work with. It was
But they were rough.
yes, which I don't. I understand. They if you gonna be
What?
rough with me, I'm gonna be rough with you. Everybody's gonna get hurt.
A
Everybody's
few weeks
getting
ago, I
beamed
seen
today.
a few weeks ago I seen a highlight from they tag match at Mania with um oh god, who were they facing? It was a Polynesian team.
Oh, they faced the head shrinkers for it was
Yes,
Rikishi and Samu.
everybody was rough in that match.
Of course, because they gonna all throw potatoes. They gonna all throw potatoes. Rikishi,
Everybody,
you know
everybody,
Rikishi. If you hit Rikishi, Rikishi gonna hit you back.
yeah, like
Samu too.
everybody
So
was in there
yeah,
just oh my god. So them to say, but I mean, maybe he was. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed Booker.
he was
It's
real
been
intense, way more intense in WCW than in WWE.
he was
Um,
serious in
yeah, yeah.
WCW. I saw something. It was a match. It was one of those tag team turmoil matches, and it was him and Sting were teaming together. And
Is that the one
Sting.
when Booker had the face paint too?
No. Booker didn't have the face paint on. Booker just had he had his. This was old surfer Sting. This wasn't
Oh, okay, okay.
pro
You
Sting.
know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he had the. But no, this was surface thing. He had on the do rag and the Harlem Heat gear, and
Okay.
and he was talking serious. And he's like, tell him. He's like, it's on like a pot of neck bones, and he's like, yeah, tell him. He was serious. And I'm not saying say the ghetto hood, um, the ghetto hood lingo. I'm not saying he needs to speak that way. Obviously, he wasn't from Harlem. He was from Texas. Um, cause he didn't even have a New York accent. And man didn't sound like he'd been to New York in his whole life. But the thing was that he was still serious. He was a serious wrestler. He wrestled seriously. He presented himself in a serious light. The only way he got over in the WWF was to be a goof. King Bookhead. Now I'm not saying he wasn't entertaining. I'm not saying Truth wasn't entertaining. But to me, serious Truth and serious Booker T, with neither one of them happened for a good run in the WWE, it's kind of it tracks. A black man with dreadlocks can't be serious in the WWE. Maybe Obo is going to prove us wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe Obo's going
Nah,
to prove us
he'll
wrong.
be he'll definitely be taken as a serious character. Um, I will say the one leg up that Booker got over Ron Truth's character was that when he was upset, he could snap back into being a serious Booker, even if it was just for like a few seconds.
Yeah,
He could,
that's true.
he'll be doing the gimmick, and then all of a sudden, what the hell? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was part of the appeal to the gimmick that he would
yeah,
half-ass be in the gimmick and be like, King Booker, be like, tell me you didn't just say that,
yeah.
and at the same time, and I say, what the hell? What do you mean, Charmel? And then the next thing, and then you besmirched King Booker, even though he would truly be like, what the hell's going on? So yes, that's true. He did have a serious part within him. Truth was always goofy. Hey, Shahid.
What up?
Good to see you, sir.
Yep.
You look dapper. You look like Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Anyway, we were talking about first off, we talked about Lio Rush. Lio Rush's gimmick? How do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it?
I love it because it's Lio Rush. What's there to hate?
Okay. Some people feel it's degrading
How?
because he's black and he's acting like an animal. I don't feel it's degrading, but I'm just saying I've heard people say that.
If you, well, what animal is he acting like?
No
No,
animals
it's
to
not
me.
like a particular animal. He's not like being a giraffe or nothing. It's just him like making those weird sounds and hopping around on all fours like animals do.
But what animal?
To
What
me,
I'm
it's a
saying
gremlin,
is,
so I don't care.
what animal are we? In order
It's
for it
not
to be
that deep.
considered,
It's not. They're not picking a animal.
I still
It's not
don't
that
get it.
deep. It's just the fact that he's hopping around on all fours.
I still don't get
And you
how it's
never will.
racist. Yeah, I'm gonna
You
skip.
you'll
I'm gonna
never
skip
get
over
it.
that one.
But you are for the gimmick, right? You're for the gimmick.
Yeah, because everyone's talking about it. It's Lio Rush, and it's over. Like the man has
You
tried.
like you like a white guy. You like
So
a white guy
what?
when he's like, see, what y'all can say it, but I can't. And we like, you don't get it. And he's like, I just don't get it. Why can't I say it?
No,
You sound like him.
I don't understand what you're digging, but I'm gonna let you continue to dig by yourself on that one. I'm gonna go back to my point. My point is that it's over. People like it, and it's Lio Rush, and I've seen Lio Rush try a million things that didn't work, and I've seen him try things that did work that just wasn't consistent because he either left the company or they had other plans for him. For whatever reason, I feel as if that this is something that he can really sink himself into something that can maybe get him on TV more. So I don't really see what the issue is with it. But as far as any racist undertones, I mean, anything can be considered racist, bro, if you look hard enough.
People aren't saying it's racist. They just ain't feeling.
Well, I don't care.
People. I know you don't. You'd care to talk about what the Bellas are doing or something. I know.
I think that's a bigger deal. I mean, you keep talking about this racist thing, and I keep trying to pass over it. Like, is it a big deal to you, or can we move on
I
to
never
something
used the word
else?
racist one time. I
That was
haven't
me.
used the
Okay,
word
That was me.
racist at all.
That was me because some
okay.
people told me it was told. Some people in some of the forums that I was in said this is racist. This is a black man acting like a hobbit or an animal, and we don't like it.
I didn't see any black hobbits in the movie Lord of the Rings. So,
Neither did I.
anyways, okay. So I like it. That's just my opinion on it.
I do too. And but the other thing we were talking about was Carmelo Hayes. Should he have lost his title to Sami Zayn?
I'm I'm indifferent. I don't care who really. That title has no prestige to me whatsoever. It is meaningless. So I don't really care who has it.
Oh God!
Okay.
So you don't care that Melo is not probably not going to have a match on WrestleMania now?
I mean, I haven't been too hype on
But
Melo
Trick
really.
is
I haven't been too hype on Melo since he got brought up to the main roster because I thought he hadn't been booked right. So when they actually have some consistent booking for his character, make his character look strong, I can see it at WrestleMania. But I just don't think he should be there just because he's Melo. I think if they had something for him, a strong storyline or something like that for him to build up to that point, cool. But they don't.
oh wow. So
Well, he did.
you
He's a fighting champion that was offering invitations for U.S. title shots on a weekly basis.
And his opponents were who? I'll wait.
Well, what did he say?
I said,
what you
who were
say?
his opponents
We
that he
didn't.
challenged?
Well,
Dragonov.
he just dragging off Sami
Okay.
Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Sami Zayn and Dragon, who else?
Axiom. Champa. Johnny Gargano.
Exactly. Like I said, when he actually has
The Miz.
when he has a decent storyline with some character development, then I'll really argument and fight for him to have a match at WrestleMania. But right now, I really can't stand on any
He's
soapbox and
arguably been
preach.
having he's arguably having the best matches on SmackDown every week.
Who? Melo
Carmelo
does?
Hayes.
Carmelo has the best
Yes,
matches on
yes.
SmackDown every week?
Yeah,
Arguably,
I
yes.
can't disagree with that. Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
Let's move on to our last topic of today. Toni Storm, who is probably one of the most over people on the AEW roster, men or woman, um, has recently just been taken off the roster for randomly no reason whatsoever. And we've been guessing on what the reason is. Nobody knows. Tony Khan reportedly is not going to tell you anything. People thought it was an injury. It's not an injury. People thought she was pregnant. Apparently, she's not pregnant. What y'all thinking?
Shaw, what you got, man?
Me? Oh, you already talked about it amongst
Yeah.
yourselves, I guess?
No, I'm gonna talk about it eventually, but I'm just asking you.
I don't care about Tony Storm being on TV. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. It doesn't. I think she should be off TV a while ago.
What was
I
that?
think they don't. They haven't really had anything. I think it's. I think it's become a little lackluster when it comes to Tony Storm, and I feel as if that relying on one person to carry the division, I think is kind of lackluster and sad. And on top of that, I think it's really sad that if you lose your Tony Storms, you lose your Mercedes Monet, then you no longer have the women's division. And AEW has been around for how long now? And me and Alex talked about this on the phone. And all your originals, all
6 years.
your Jamie Hayters and your Britt Bakers and your Chris Statlanders, these women still aren't stars yet within the company.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're not stars, but I mean, do
Dude,
you
no,
not
no, no, no,
believe
no, no.
that
Hold on, hold
Tekla,
on,
the
hold on, hold on. The question you asked stems from should there be some panic because they're losing one of their biggest talents, and it sucks because
yeah,
you've had women that have been there longer that have put in more work, and yet people are worried about Tony Storm.
okay, but we also have to look that Tony was not WWE Tony when she got over. WWE Tony got booed just like Soraya, just like Ruby Riot. You know, they all got booed because they didn't want that. But when Tony broke out and became timeless Tony Storm, an AEW character, an AEW product, she revamped herself. At this point, she is part of the foundation of that company and definitely the foundation of the women's division. No
The
matter
fuck she's
that,
not.
Chris Statlander,
The fuck she's not. No, she isn't.
No. Then who is?
the
No
women
one.
that you
That's my
named, are they
point.
the
No one
foundation
is.
of?
No one is.
Oh,
It's one or two
okay.
people carrying that
Because
entire
So,
division.
her and Mercedes. Mercedes on her way back.
Yes,
She only got
exactly.
two
It's one
belts.
or two people. And what I'm saying is these are additives. Fuck where they came from. I'm not even going to touch on that tribalism shit. Fuck where they came from. Fuck where they started. You have no one else on that roster. People, women have been there for longer. You still do not have fucking stars because it's the age of panic. Everyone on the internet is talking, whether you two have created the narrative or not within the question. Twitter is bitching about if Tony Storm leaves, what's going to happen with the women's division. That's one person.
Mercedes isn't back yet, so they don't even have their other angle.
Mercedes is dropping belts like Nia's dropping weight. She gonna take a break soon.
I mean, I don't think she's going to take a long break. I just think she's traveling the world, losing these belts that she gathered putting these women over, and she's about to make her return back home to AEW
She'll take a little break soon.
and put that division on her back. And they just broke up Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron last night. So Willow's about to be in the singles division again.
Of course. We got spread it's we spread thin, baby. We're gonna break up a couple tag teams.
They can't
We got
break up too
Somebody.
many tag teams because they ain't got that many. They just established these titles.
and it's so funny. It's so
So
funny. It's so funny. You have your Tegan Knox, you have your Dakota Kai's, you had, and I asked the question, AEW, y'all want none of this talent, huh? No, because we feel that we have enough in our division to utilize and make stars. That was a year ago that statement was made. Now you losing a bunch of people.
A bunch. I mean, they just lost Tony and Powerhouse Hobbs and Danhausen. It's not a lot of people.
so uh what do you think is going on with Tony? If she's not pregnant, she ain't injured. What do you think is going on?
I don't know.
I can say I. Oh, well, I don't think none of us know. I
Yeah, none.
think
I
that
don't
Tony
fucking know.
is out here. She might not be pregnant, but she might be pregnant. You don't know. She might be shooting up the club like Jay, and like Jimmy shot up the club with Naomi. Um, I don't know. Hopefully she's gonna be out there doing movies, or she could be having injuries and just want to take a break on her body. She deserves that much. I think she's given enough to AEW, the women's division. She's had all kind of crazy matches. Mariah May, Marina Shafir, Blood and Guts, all this other stuff that she's done. Um, and I do think it's time for the some of the other women to step up. I think Tekla the Toxic Spider, which is my favorite woman in AEW right now, I think she can build up some fanfare, and she can be probably the best heel in the company, in the women's division. Anyway, that's my opinion.
I ain't mad at that. I do want to ask in the same situation. I'm Tony kind of answering questions, man. This dude's horrible. We want to update on her, but it ain't just her. It's everybody. Anytime you ask this man, you know, where's Jericho at? Where's Britt Baker? What's going on with Brian Cage? Oh man, we love to have him, and maybe we'll see him in the future. You got the same weird answer for every question.
Look, I think with him right now, he's not media trained. I mean, he doesn't have to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. He doesn't have to talk about his soccer team. You would think within 6 years from now he would be media trained, but I think with him, he feels that if he gives his authentic self, people will love his authentic self. So his authentic answer is
No, we think his authentic self is a cokehead. That's what we think. I'm not gonna take this shit anymore. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, what are you?
I don't think he's a cokehead. I think he has his own problem. I think he's maybe some caffeine shots, something. Too many espressos. But I definitely, I mean, no, he's not the most convincing person. He's not who we want to hear talk. He seems like he's maybe a little autistic man that drunk some caffeine. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
it was like articles
Uh,
like Tony Khan's not going to answer questions about Tony Storm. He don't answer questions about anybody. That's not the news to me. That's not. This man is horrible at answering questions, and then goes on social media and responds to people. Like this man needs media training and less social media.
I mean, yes, that's true. Shahid has stepped out because someone has called him. He's
Oh,
he has a
oh,
hot call, so he has left the building because hot booty is calling, and he's getting ready to get in it. D Generation
oh
X.
no.
I'm not mad at him. He's young. I'm old. Back in my day, I would do the same thing. No, I wouldn't. But anyway, look with Tony Khan isn't the guy we really need to be having these conversations, to be having these in-depth conversations about talent and stuff like that. If I was him, I wouldn't even do media anymore.
And then I
'Cause
agree with that. He should just not do it. You got other people that can handle that. You don't need to do that. He's at every press conference looking awkward and sounding awkward. You don't need it. I do think it's weird. She got taken out with the angle, and then you didn't even see her get attacked. She was already laying there. That's what made me think, oh, it's got to be some medical thing. Maybe it's a pregnancy. They don't want her no more. But then if they say it's not that, and maybe we shouldn't, speculate and just wait and see how everything is. Hopefully she's good. Hopefully she's on good terms with AEW. I mean, I would assume so since they did an angle to get her out. And just watch and see how it plays out.
the only thing about the whole Tony Storm angle that I didn't like was that the fact that they brought in
She
Ronda
won.
Rousey. No, 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 not even
No.
that. They brought in Ronda because they said she was supposed to wrestle that night. She was supposed to wrestle that night, and she was going to be number one contender for Tekla. They were building for an angle between her and Tekla. That was
Mhm.
everything that was supposed to happen. Her and Tekla after she beat Marina, and then she had her other match against Marina again. She was going to be number one contender for the women's championship, and
You know,
that
maybe it's Hollywood. When Hollywood calls, you got to go running.
no, she needs to. But I mean, maybe it's now. I thought it would have happened after she was in the what was that the women's wrestling
The
movie.
women's, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought it was she after that she was going to be in there, because she was in the movie. I still haven't watched the movie. I need to.
I haven't
But
watched it either.
it'll be on my
They
list.
did
I
a
probably
special. They did a special premiere at Baxter too.
Baxter. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Jim
I
Cornette
thought you
was
went
down
to
there.
it.
I looked. I went past it. I didn't go to the thing. I drove
No.
past it. I saw
Jim
the
Cornette was
line.
in the movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, Jim Cornette
Yeah,
was in the
yeah.
movie. Camille, another person we haven't seen in AEW. Camille. Um, so I don't know, but with the thing I didn't like was Tony Storm
Hmm.
had an interaction with Ronda Rousey, probably one of the most well-known female athletes in the world. Period. We can say that,
Right.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, and then to come to find out that the whole entire thing was to get um just to get publicity for her fight against Gina Carano, which doesn't need publicity because they're
No,
two
no,
they're two
it doesn't.
pioneers in MMA who
And
quit
it's a
MMA.
Netflix special. We all gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's free. It's not free, but
Yeah,
we're paying for Netflix. We're gonna watch it, right?
yeah, yeah. We gonna watch it.
So
I'm tuning in. See it.
to have her have the angle and then Shafir to hit her in that big scramble of people, and then to talk about hey, and then just to say Ronda Rousey's name a million times. They said it on every television show after that. They said it on Dynamite. They said it on Collision. They said it on the next Dynamite. They said it on the next Collision. Why is that needed to be said? Yes, we know
But
this
is
woman.
she signed though?
No, she's not even signed. She asked Marina. She said,
Mm.
"Hey, Marina, is there any way I can run in any time during this to help promote my fight?" She said, "Yeah, we're going to be in LA anyway. You live in LA. Let's go. We're going to be at the Staples Center. That's your home. That's your backyard. How about come in then?" Well, I'll talk to Tony. Bam. Next thing you know, there she goes. No, no signing, nothing. It's just a publicity stunt. Why would you do that? It seems like it's a pointless
Mm.
angle that you never, and this shows to me, this shows that they don't know what they're doing with booking and wrestling. You never put an angle where you're never going to pay
I
off.
would have just put her in the crowd or something.
Yeah, that would
Let-
have been cool.
Yeah.
She didn't have to jump in the ring. They could have had a little argument. They didn't need to have an interaction. Her and Tony Storm is what I'm
I
pretty
thought
much
she was
saying.
signed. This is news to me. I thought she was signed.
She's not signed. It was completely a one off. So to me, and this is the same thing. It's a little bit different because Travis Scott kind of was signed and he just got fired. But never, I thought it was a written rule in the wrestling business. Never do an angle you're never going to pay off.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a Vince thing that I do agree with. Because there was times where people, I think, like most recently, that I can remember when CM Punk and Austin teased the match, and Vince was mad because, like, there's no
They're
payoff for
never
this.
going to pay
I
off
agree with that. I do agree with that.
because we're building anticipation. At least like when Ronda Rousey comes up, we're never going to pay off twice. Remember with her and The Rock, and the angle match was supposed to be The Rock and Ronda Rousey originally versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, but it turned into Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie and Triple H. And
Why
at
is that?
least
Because Rock was there.
he didn't want to wrestle. That's two different things. Did not want to wrestle. Angle was like, "Hey, I just now came back. I'm ready to wrestle." So, but that's the only thing with the Toni Storm thing. Her being out for almost over for the rest of the year, I think will hurt them. I understand what Shaw's saying. You don't have somebody else you can put it on their back. Yes, they can put it on Mercedes' back. Will Mercedes be a beloved babyface when she returns? And is Tekla strong enough as a heel where they're not going to boo Mercedes? That's the real question.
The only time will tell on that one, man. Because I feel at this point now, Mercedes has won over a lot of the hate that she's been getting. But I don't know if it's enough for when she comes back, come babyface get that belt, if it's gonna win everybody. Like, I don't know. It might be that same crowd might come back and call her, Mercedes Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Um, you really don't know until they go out there. You know what I'm saying? Like because you can be like, all right, she's won people over. People have been liking the matches. They've been liking this run she's doing. But she can get right there. Oh, Mercedes hogging the spotlight. She's already in the match again. She's been gone. She been, you just gotta really wait and see how people react. Honestly,
And I hate that you have to handle her specifically with kind of like everybody's on eggshells. Like you got to handle her with kick gloves, and not her as a person, but I mean the character. You have to handle the character with kick gloves in the AEW realm because they feel that this WWE girl is getting this major push.
it does suck, and I don't know why it's like that with specifically her, but it's funny when it comes to her. Um, it's been an up and down with fans anyway. Like I remember even earlier back in NXT, it was a problem with fans saying not all the way, but borderline racist things to her, like chanting "she's ghetto" and things like that.
Yeah.
And nothing calls for this type of attention. I don't know what it is with the negativity drawn, directly towards her. I have no idea, especially when she's not asking for it. So,
No, 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 no.
like
She's not at all. But I think it goes again. Remember when people were saying near the same thing about Bianca? Now we're missing Bianca because she hasn't wrestled for almost a year. But the people were saying I think it's just being our color in professional wrestling as a woman.
and I think this is a problem. Yeah, I remember the women's roster isn't as deep as the men's.
No, no,
And
no.
like now that we're in an era where women are putting on high quality matches and doing all these things, it's a little bit different. Back in the earlier days, you had some angles. Sometimes a girl be like a manager, then she's wrestling, then sometimes the belt ain't always defended. Now, like people saying, like you, and it was before it was no mid card title for them. This is just so new. Before you came in, you got hot, you won the belt, you doing this run. Now people start, oh, I'm sick of them already because there wasn't a long like do NXT getting the Intercontinental belt and then grinding it out, maybe doing a tag team run. It's just kind of like you came, you got hot, you won the women's title, and then now you've been doing it for a while. Now people are like, oh, I'm sick of them. It's like,
Yeah.
but there's nothing else for them to do. Your favorite guy, he was, some of your favorites, they earlier years they got the European belt, then they got the Intercontinental. Years went on, and then they progressed into this main event thing. You come in NXT, you did a year. Second year, you main event WrestleMania with Sasha Banks. You know what I'm saying? Where do you go to now?
The crazy thing is, even with her when she went into AEW, I think they didn't give her. Actually, I know they didn't give her the main. She's never been AEW Women's Champion. She was the TBS champion, same belt that Jade held. Longest reigning women's TBS champion. She has that title. And then she was like 11 million belts Monet. You know what I'm saying? And now she's down to two, and she's about to return. And if she comes in, and I don't think she'll win it immediately. Like I don't think she's gonna come in and just
She
step
shouldn't.
on.
She should come in and announce it, but she shouldn't come in and immediately win.
It shouldn't even be an announcement. Like I feel like we need to have a beat down angle for Willow, and she saves Willow. And then there's like a strange like why'd you save me, and let her build up her babyface character as the CEO. Um, because I think Tekla personally, I feel like Tekla can hold it down as the heel character long enough for and strong enough to where the fans will get behind Mercedes. Uh, because it isn't like she hasn't been given good matches. When she first came back, her matches were iffy. But the time that was just ring rust. Obviously, she's brushed off all the rust. She's been putting on banger matches. Her and Persephone, the match she just had over in Europe because she went on her European tour to lose all her belts to come back to AEW, and now she only has two left. And I would say maybe next 2 to 3 weeks she needs to be back on television, especially with this impromptu missing of Toni Storm. Who done it? Because there's people taking photos and there's this person's stuff in the background. There's this person's stuff in the background. It's kind of like one of those random apps where can you find these items type deal, man. I don't know what's going on with Toni, but I feel like they need her. And like Shaw said, I can see why he's like, they didn't really build any stars. But I wouldn't say that. They did build a star. I honestly think Blake Monroe, Mariah May was their biggest star other than Toni for a long time. She obviously
And they
opted
did
out.
a lot of investment into her too. I mean, they can't control that she wanted to leave, but
Hmm.
there was long, storytelling with Mariah. They was ready to invest in her, and it was, it was paying off. She just was like, and I guess she had been made it clear that was her dream job
Her
anyway.
dream was to. Well, you and Mariah May have something in common. You guys both were ambassadors for WWE Shop.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say we both named Blake.
I was not going to say that on air. That's your name. I was not going to say that.
I'm like,
But
yeah, it's true.
I was not going to put you out there like that. And
No, that's wild. Okay, I do remember you saying this. That's crazy.
yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
going to say. I wasn't going to say no. Nobody's government on her. Good Jesus, man.
No,
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 not at
that
all.
I will say that is cool that she was a ambassador, and as a fellow ambassador, yeah, I'm happy to hear that. That my run with being a WWE sponsored person on social media was the one of the coolest times of my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
WWE, he wants it back. He's fronting
Oh,
if he
definitely,
doesn't.
man. Oh, I definitely want it back. And it was cool because I know, like, this is all true. I had a WWE guy who I could hit up and be like, hey, I want this Shawn Michaels shirt. It's like, I got you. And he sent it in the mail.
I want one too, buddy. I promise you.
And all of the thing it was just like, just post it on Instagram and tag us in it. And they would sometimes take my post and put it on the WWE shop page.
Hmm.
So
And that
yeah,
is amazing.
it was great.
That is amazing. So I feel like she did what she wanted to do. I would also like to say that Blake Monroe has the best theme in NXT. I love it. I listen to it at least 2 or 3 times a week on my way to the gym.
I don't know if I'm agree with that, but I know you really do believe that. So
It works with her. You don't have to agree with it. I mean, but I think it works with her character.
you
I believe it's on the same level as the Kit Wilson theme.
think so?
I do.
I can see it. I can see it.
To me,
But
I
well,
feel
I
like
guess what
it's the
I'm
same.
lost at is I can't see you like I can't suggest that as a song to work out to. I'll say
I
that.
don't. I said on the way to the gym.
Oh,
I
okay,
didn't. I didn't
okay,
say I
got you,
work
got
out.
you. Oh, okay, that makes
When
sense.
if I'm lifting something heavy, it's like Natural Born Killers is playing or Time to Play the Game. or
Yeah, I was thinking like
you know,
something intense, you know.
somebody's gonna get it. The Mark Henry theme, something like that. And it ain't gonna be Blake's. You know,
I like
no,
listening to
no
something
glamour
intense,
is
but
forever.
sometimes I like listening to podcasts when I'm working out. Probably because I was already wanting to listen to this. Like,
I'm
but it
listening to
doesn't
podcasts.
bother me.
See, I
Yeah, yeah,
listen to
like
podcasts doing cardio. I'm not lifting weights listening to Jim Cornette. It doesn't get me
true.
hype.
So
Cardio, I don't
I'll
care.
be like listening to like true crime, and it's like, and then he took her to the shed, and I'm just
Sir, sir. Okay, now this is completely off wrestling, but I do have a question. As a man who works in law enforcement in a strange way, how the hell can you listen to that when you live that every day?
so. So here's the thing: when I work at the jail, I do one thing I try not to do is look into their crimes because if I'm about to go talk to these people, I don't want uh a preconceived belief or
Okay,
thought about them. So I try not to. I'm not gonna say I never have, but I try not to.
okay,
So that's yeah, that's probably it. But no, I'm a person that does like true crime, but the true crime I focus on a lot is like usually times like people like in cults and stuff. I mean,
okay.
I've looked at the regular like murder mystery too. Don't get me wrong, but
All right.
the ones I get the more hyped about is like some grand scheme, some cults, some
Okay, okay. So
yeah,
the mastermind deal, the mastermind. Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah.
I wanted to know. I was because I know quite a few people. It's like I'm gonna listen to true crime. It's like I don't know. Like I'll go down the rabbit hole, but then I'm like, oh no, I just start hating people in general like that. And then I'm wondering that
Oh yeah,
when I walk through the grocery store, like, is that guy really holding that bitch hostage? No, I don't
yeah.
want to.
That
I don't
stuff
want to think of
does
that way.
bother me. Like just random like serial killers like picking random and stuff because everybody's like, dang, you like did he live on my block? Like that type of
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah, yeah.
but I have listened to it, but I don't I'm not a fan. Like I don't gravitate towards it.
Okay,
Sometimes I
okay.
just land on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alrighty, alrighty. I was just wondering. Well, we have gone almost an hour, so I don't know if anything else you want to bring up, sir.
No, no, man, that's cool with me. We're on the road to WrestleMania. I'm excited about it. The YouTube page has almost 60 subscribers. Subscribers, I apologize. Not a lot, but hey, man, kind of like a lot to me, man. For maybe not as much as Soldier Boy has, but we'll
No,
get there.
no. Soldier Boy, WWE itself, Chris Van Vliet, the GOAT, Maven, one of the GOATs of just YouTube in general. But
Oh
we,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
neither one of us won tough enough, so can't compare ourselves to Maven. But we can compare ourselves to Chris Van Vliet, a man who just ran into random wrestlers and made sure that he talked to them. So
Well, well, he also is like an Emmy-winning
yeah,
TV host.
he
It's hard to
doesn't care
compete with
about
that
none of
too.
that. He
He
doesn't care
doesn't.
about any of that. He
Before he
cares
had the
about wrestling.
YouTube thing, uh my Instagram kept suggesting him to me and I would like, see his posts and I'm like Emmy award winner. I'm like, I don't know. Like and then like everything he had was like him interviewing wrestlers and I was like, it's like I don't know, something's off about this dude. And
Something's
then
weird
when he
about this.
started doing more stuff, I'm like, all right, I'm sold. But
Yeah. Oh, Chris is the goat. One of the best interviewers in general because the way
oh he
he
is.
never busts in on the interview. He lets them tell their story, even if it's bullshit. The only one where I saw where he was visibly upset was Patrick Clark.
Oh he
And
was. He
he was visibly upset.
was. Which makes me mad because he asked wrestlers questions and lets them answer that he knows, we all know, is a lie.
It's alive. Hogan, my favorite wrestler,
But that
but he.
Patrick Clark, he doubled down. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Are you sure you never did? I was like, this is gonna get heated. I was like, Chris gonna get beat up by this androgynous man. He gonna get beat up because Patrick was getting mad. He was getting flustered. I'm like, man, this is off. I don't know what's
He
going
felt the
on here.
need that he had to do the detective work. And I do get it because when he announced it, people were like already saying, you're not hard enough. And I was like, I mean, this is hard. I've ever seen him ask anybody any
Yeah,
questions. So,
I was like, he doesn't even ask. He asked wrestling questions. This wasn't wrestling
yeah,
questions. This was like, hey, bro,
no.
are you a pervert? You know what I'm saying? Are you a creepy bastard? You a
And
CLB,
I
bro?
know
You a creepy little bastard?
And I know people will give me heat. I don't think he is, man. I do think he maybe, but I think when people's like, "Oh man, he was talking," people forget how young Patrick Clark was.
That's true. That's true. He
And I
wasn't too much older than those people during that time.
right. I think honestly, what I do think it is now, was he maybe using power over people? Sure, but who doesn't in that industry? I think what it is, honestly, and what makes it hard for him to answer, I think he's closeted homosexual, and I don't think that's something he's ready to publicly talk about. And so it's hard to address certain issues without even saying, "All right, man, yeah, I'm into dudes." You know what I'm saying? Like it's so, but you caught in some stuff, and hey, man, you got to explain, dog. What is this? What's going on here?
I mean, if you look at Patrick Clark when you saw him in Tough Enough, I thought he was gay. Um,
See, I just thought he was a nerd wrestling fan, like
no, no,
everybody else.
but there's
But
certain
see,
things that he would say that when he wasn't
okay,
trying
I
to
guess from
sound.
from what I remember of him, all I remember him was like quoting like wrestling facts throughout the show and showing off how athletic he was. I
Yeah,
don't remember all the other stuff.
but just the way his cadence, I was like, oh, he just sounds like the old gay dude I work with. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt like, oh, he just sound like my gay coworker. But I didn't care because I was like, yeah, he's a wrestler.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, no, no.
Pat Patterson. We don't talk about Pat Patterson's other stuff. We talk about that he invented the Royal Rumble and was the first Intercontinental Champion. We don't talk about
True, true.
that that he also was he had a male partner and
Right, right.
we don't talk about that. So I didn't really care. We don't we us
But
as
when you
fans.
but when you
Rem,
young, man, you don't want nobody spreading those type of rumors about you, or like when you young and you in in main mainstream TV, like you don't want that messing with
True.
your image and your career. You just don't. So I feel it. Um, and the big allegation, I don't know about the first one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't look into it when WWE and Triple H said that they looked into it and he was innocent.
Yeah.
I didn't look into it. But the second one I did, and that person came out and was talking about it. And I'm looking at it when Patrick was talking to him, dude was of age. He was 18 or 19. Like they
Yep.
had met at some wrestling thing, exchanged numbers, whatnot. He said he did not do anything inappropriate with him when he was a teenager. And remember, once again, Patrick Clark was young. He had been like his young 20s at that time.
Yep.
He said they linked back up years later after he was of age. And that's when he was flirting with him. And he said he was trying to look up to Patrick for advice about wrestling and like where to go and stuff. And Patrick was flirting with him. Misuse of power, I get it. But he wasn't his boss or nothing. He was just a guy that had some, the social clout as a wrestler, and instead of just giving him wrestling knowledge, he started flirting with him. Is that, ethically wrong? Sure. Illegal? Not at all.
Well, it happens all the time, especially within professional wrestling, because I mean Vince has been accused of that multiple times. Uh, you know, and Vince is still Vince, and we don't always look fondly on Vince, but the majority of his promoting career, we look very fondly upon Vince McMahon. If we believe Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake, him and Pat Patterson were doing the Ultimate Warrior on a bearskin rug.
Oh no. Oh God. I don't what? Who said this?
Hulk Hogan, brother.
Hogan said this?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Now, granted,
Oh
it's
man.
Hogan, so we know it could have been the truth, it could have been a lie. But what you gonna do when Vince runs wild in you, brother? That's the real question.
Well, on that note, I guess we should call it a night.
All right.
That's utterly pissed. I'm Peter Wesley. Be careful out there. We're in a world full of questionable times, war going on, economic problems. Life may have you in in all kinds of positions that you don't want to be. So in this world where you are in wild submissions, don't give up. This is a time for rope break.